Caitlin Clark's legacy only beginning to burgeon with our jersey retirement. You showed people why it's wise to invest in women's sports, why it's wise to invest in women. Iowa City, Iowa. For 2 hours on a Sunday afternoon, she was nothing more than a women's basketball fan, taking in a generational talent and watching her alma mater pull off a top 5 upset. Caitlin Clark bounced up when Iowa players launched three-point attempts, gestured furiously for travel calls, and voiced irritation at perceived missed fouls. When Iowa went up 16-1 on Note 4 USC, and National Player of the Year contender JuJu Watkins late in the first quarter, the entire Clark contingent was up and roaring with the sold-out Carver-Hawkeye Arena crowd. By the time the Hawkeyes pulled off a signature 76-69 Big Ten victory, the NCAA's all-time leading scorer calmly flashed a smile in the stands while students stormed the court. Clark slid on a varsity jacket with emblems of her high school, college, and professional teams to bracket a silver necklace outlining the state of Iowa. When the dust settled, she joined her alumna, flanked by security, to celebrate. No one else in the arena moved. For 2 hours on a Sunday afternoon, they ate up an unexpected dessert with wondering eyes toward Clark, their hometown hero. They tapped the shutter on their phones, hoping for their own generational talent to appear in the background. For many, it was why they were here, or why they were watching a jersey retirement ceremony at home on national television. Clark returned to Carver-Hawkeye Arena for the first time since she was a player to see her jersey lifted to the rafters between Megan Gustafson and the banners for the 2023 and 2024 national championship runner-up teams she helmed. The crowd first filled this house for her and made it roar again as if she was shooting from the Clark 22 logo installed where she broke the scoring record. It's fun for me to come back and just say thank you to everybody that poured so much into me and allowed me to be great, Clark said ahead of the ceremony. Whether that's the social media people, whether that's the marketing team, whoever it is that made me look really good at times. None of this happens without all those people pouring themselves into our team and our program every single day. Former teammates Kate Martin, Gabby Marshall, and Monica Chinano sat baseline. Indiana Fever head coach Stephanie White and Chief Operating Officer Amber Cox were in attendance to watch their star player. David Letterman, a native of Clark's new home in Indianapolis, chatted courtside with former Iowa head coach Lisa Bluder. He entered to some of the brighter rows of the night and filmed the banner rising after the game. In this arena, no one receives louder bellows than Clark. Everything was centered on Clark, from the timeout video montages to the No. 22 jersey replica towels on every seat. She said ahead of the game to be back without suiting up was weird. She made an appearance at a football game to receive the team's rings, but she hadn't made it back much while in Indiana training and enjoying time off. On Friday, she practiced with a team of new starters who are facing outside pressure of replicating the Clark magic. She said she thought it might be one of her more emotional ceremonies at Carver because she wasn't playing beforehand. The most touching came when Bluder put into perspective how much Clark changed the landscape not only in Iowa, where the big game tomorrow means the women are playing, but in the wider women's basketball world, where players like Watkins are receiving more attention than prior stars. I spent my entire career trying to empower young women, Bluder said. That's what it's all about. You've done more in the last 4 years than anybody could imagine. You showed people why it's wise to invest in women's sports, why it's wise to invest in women. It's not only the right thing to do, but it's the smart thing to do. And video montage played of fans thanking and congratulating Clark. It included a man saying Clark brought he and his mother, who had since passed, closer together. A new mom bestowed her newborn with the middle name Cease for Clark's initials. Another mom thanked Clark for taking time with her son in the children's hospital and later signing the photo for her older son after his brother died. There are few other athletes with as large of a footprint as Clark. Everything she does is news, and there are photos and videos of seemingly everywhere she goes. In the ascension of women's basketball, she sent it through the rafters before her jersey joined it.